Passionate,
Tough.
athletic,
Engaged, determined.
and dedicated.
You are watching EHS Live, home of the high school. Go Maroon! Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is the play-by-play Stephen Lilly, joined with the analyst for today, Joe Bell. And we are broadcasting from the new EHS track for today's ISL matchup between School Without Walls and your Episcopal High School Maroon.
Today's weather on the Holy Hill is a cold 54 degrees, 12-degree winds coming out of the northwest, and partly cloudy with a little bit of sunshine going on.
And today's matchup is going to be a good one. We've got girls varsity soccer playing today. We've got a little less than 3 minutes running off the clock before the game starts. And a fun fact about School Without Walls, it's located right in the middle of Washington, D.C. And the school actually prides itself in experiential learning curriculums, which is kind of like basically taking a lot of field trips and stuff off campus, which is pretty neat and something that we do here at Episcopal as well.
Your EHS Maroon entered today's contest with a record of 7 wins and 3 losses and are coached by Miss Jen Fitzpatrick.
And we are just waiting for the clock to run down here, ladies and gentlemen, and we will get this matchup underway. And it is a chilly one today. It's only 54 degrees, but this wind is making it feel a lot colder than it is, so we should have a good day today. As long as the sun stays out, then we should be just fine.
And yeah, Steve, today during warm-ups I noticed that Laura Grace Shield is out for the game today with an ACL tear. Might miss the rest of the season, and that's a big loss for the Maroon defense. She plays some pretty good defense for them and really contributes to a physical team.
I agree, absolutely. And that will be a tough loss. Ladies and gentlemen, the sun is right in the eyes of both commentators today, so if there is a little bit of glare on the cameras, then that is why. But the clock is running just past a minute 30 seconds left in the pregame here. And the two teams are huddling together one last time before the starters take the field. And once we figure out the team captains for today, we will let you all know. But they have not appeared yet from either sideline. And unfortunately today, the School Without Walls website I was doing a deep dive last night, and unfortunately the athletics program for them did not have any school records for games but we'll see a good matchup today. Like Joe said, Episcopal's coming in 7-3. They're having a pretty good season so far. We're about halfway through the season right now, and we're looking forward to getting this game started. It's a sunny day. The whole field's basically in the sunshine, which will be nice on the players. It'll feel a little chilly to start the game, but I'm sure they'll get heated up fairly quickly. And Joe, how you feel on the mic today? How you feeling?
I'm feeling great. I'm glad
like
to be
it?
here. It's the first time on the mic.
Oh,
Stepping
yeah.
out of the producer role a little bit.
Absolutely.
Watched a little bit of Monday Night Football last night to get ready for the role.
What'd you think about that game? Did you have anybody that you wanted to win?
I was hoping for Mike Williams to put up some points for the fantasy team, but
There you go.
unfortunately he did not. But good game nonetheless.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Chargers won that game by 3 points, I believe.
They
Is that
did,
right?
an overtime game. Big
Double
one,
it,
yep.
yeah. Close to double overtime, too.
And here come the Maroon to take the field. The walls are already all set up and ready to go. And
They're 40-minute halves instead of the normal 45 that you see in college and Major League. So this game will be a little bit shorter. I believe clock will run for the duration of the game. There may be a couple minutes added to the last part of it for extra time, but that is all. I don't know if there are any captains for today. I didn't see any come onto the field. It just kind of seemed like both teams just took the field together, so it'll be interesting. And also, unfortunately, we do not have a roster for School Without Walls today So we will be calling out their number, but Episcopal High School is in black today, and School Without Walls is in white. So,
and this is actually a rematch of last week's game. The two teams were supposed to face off last week, but unfortunately because of some rain, they're rematching here today.
And I can see over on the sideline, the School Without Walls was pretty smart today. They definitely looked at the weather forecast, and they noticed it was going to be cold. I see the bench players are all bundled up in a blanket over there. So
absolutely, that external curriculum seems to be paying off pretty well for the Penguins today.
They're definitely used to some outdoor weather.
Absolutely,
for sure.
Yeah. And it seems like we are waiting on the okay from the officials to get going here. Both teams are lined up and ready to go.
I believe there's a clock issue with one of the referees' stopwatch and then the scoreboard as well. But once that gets figured out, we will be up and running. And there's also one more referee that's waiting to get his things ready. So,
and there's the opening whistle.
And School Without Walls controls the first opening ball here. Number 20 passes that one off to number 22 on the far side of the field. That crosses midfield right there, back to number 16. Defended well by number 12 on Episcopal High School, Hope Fyerson.
Some great ball movement here early by the Penguins. That's going to be big if they want to be able to score some goals against a great Episcopal defense.
Is a good save by number 9 for Episcopal, or number 13, I should say.
And that's Summer Sterling with the clear there. Big play by her to stop an early goal for the Penguins.
And that ball is going to roll out of bounds. It's going to be taken out by number 4 on School Without Walls team. And this will be the first stoppage of play here in this game.
Lots of sunshine here on the hill today. Gotta say that.
But I'm sure we'll be underway in one moment.
Lots of games going on today here at Episcopal. We've got JV girls soccer going on behind us, and then boys varsity soccer is playing as well.
And I'm not sure if there's a bathroom over there, but maybe there.
It's a great day for a little walk with the fall weather.
Yeah.
Gotta say.
Yeah. Getting their UV rays.
Oh, absolutely. Getting those steps in.
For sure. Got to.
And we have the uniform change going on by the referees.
Okay.
Now, in all my years of commentating soccer, I've got to say this is a pretty unique situation. I've never seen a mid-game uniform change by the referees, but you got to do what you got to do.
I would have to agree. This is very peculiar. Not something you see every day. Is a minute and 15 seconds have already come off this clock here, and it's a referee timeout, I guess you can call it. But nevertheless, we're still out here. Players really haven't moved at all from their original positions, and
looks like they're heading to the benches now.
Yeah, they're now starting to huddle up together. The Episcopal High School team, and I think School Without Walls is getting the memo that they should probably do the same.
And I am seeing a captain's band around number 25, Wynn Bogan's leg, so I would assume she is today's captain for the Maroon, as she has been for most of the season.
That's a good eye, Joe Bell. I like that. I like that. You noticed that. And the wind is still kicking from our right. It is coming from the northwest, but it's our right-hand side if you've ever been to the new track. And here comes one of the referees now jogging back onto the field, followed by the other. I believe the issue was they were wearing maybe neon shirts or something. I'm not totally sure, but they've got all 3 yellow shirts on now.
I think the issue is that one of the officials was wearing a black shirt, which is way too familiar to the Maroons jerseys, which might have been an issue there.
And we have just made aware that they were getting gloves for today's game. I'm not sure why they didn't realize that beforehand, but nevertheless, they're coming back onto the field as we speak, getting ready. And it's going to be number 4 on School Without Walls taking this ball out of bounds. And it is on the Episcopal side of the field here. Trying to get something going on the second offensive possession of the game.
In net today for the Maroon is goalkeeper Kata Wise from Baltimore, Maryland. She is number 0.
And there's a pass back up to number 1, top of the key. It's more of a basketball term, so I apologize. But the Episcopal defense is fighting for the ball. They can unfortunately not get it. That ball tried for the header maybe, but soars right over the goal. It's going to be a goal kick for the Episcopal High School. And it will be number 7, Sally Taylor McNorrell, taking this goal kick, I think.
That is correct, yes, Steve.
I think that's number 7. Sorry, my eyes are bad. I wear glasses, so I can't really see. It's a good kick by number 7, Sally Taylor McNorrell, as Episcopal's defense tries to get that past midfield. Recontrolled by the Penguins, and they're looking to attack on offense. That ball past number 5, looking for the through ball.
Some great ball movement early.
And number 23 with a great pass for the chest bump to number 24. That ball is going to roll out of bounds. I believe it'll be another goal kick for the Episcopal High School. And number 7, Sally Taylor McNorrell, will take this goal kick once again. And hopefully the Episcopal side of the ball, Episcopal offense, I should say, could get this ball past midfield and set something up for their offense. And there's a battle for the ball happening at midfield as of right now, and School Without Walls controls the possession. And that's a pass number 23. She's pushed in the back, but no call.
Some really physical defense there by number 7, Sally Taylor McNorrell.
And that ball going to roll right into the hands of Akata Wise, the goalkeeper in neon green today for the Episcopal High School. She's going to punt that one away. Gets to just short of midfield. And that's number 23 going to take it at midfield for Episcopal High School, Emily Gerard. All the way to number 4. Through ball to number 25, Wynn Bogan. She's going to take that, try to set something up. Ball deflected by number 20 on the Penguins' defense.
Great defense.
And that ball is going to roll out of bounds as just about 4 minutes have run off the clock here in this opening half of soccer.
Seems pretty even so far, Steve.
I would have to say so. I would have to agree, for sure. We'll see some more physicality as the game goes on, but it's definitely good to see that these two teams, in terms of their offensive games, are taking control.
And the ball hasn't spent much time in the midfield. Seems like it's on one side of the field or the other.
Yeah, these battle for the balls are definitely not 50-50 right now.
Just as I say that, the Penguins make a push downfield and flip the
script a little bit.
There you go, exactly.
Yes, sir. That ball tried to be intercepted by Episcopal's defense, cannot be. Still controlled by the Penguins' offense. And that's number 19 for Episcopal High School, Summer Sterling, getting that deflection, trying to push that ball to the Penguins side of the field. That was chased after by number 4, Palmer Grace Sneed, but unfortunately rolls out of bounds as number 4 on the Penguins offense will throw this ball in. Pass to number 6 off the throw-in. Looking back for number 20, right outside of the goalie box. Off to the other side of the field to number 1. That ball going to just roll out of bounds as number 6 for Episcopal High School, Jane Blessing, will throw this ball in. Maybe not. It will actually be number... Ooh, that's far away.
That is far.
I'm not sure who just threw that in. Number 22, maybe?
I believe that was Lane Smith that threw that
Lane
one
Smith,
in there. Yeah,
that's right. And that's a great pass to number 25, Wynn Bogan, and that ball soars just over the goal for senior team captain Wynn Bogan today, and that's the first shot on goal for this Episcopal Maroon offense.
That's a rare miss from Wynn. Having her unguarded in the box like that is usually a recipe for disaster for any opposing defense, but just missed by inches there.
Absolutely. Very lethal if you ever give her that shot again, and it's an unfortunate miss, but she gets it right back, it appears, and tries to tap it back to set up something by number 20 on Episcopal High School. Number 20 is not on our roster.
It's Jane Blessing, I think.
Jane Blessing's number 6.
I think that's her. I think she's just wearing a different jersey. It's Jane. She's wearing a different jersey, I guess.
I swear that was just number 20 or number 6. Okay. Anyway, Episcopal High School Maroon offense takes control of this ball here, led by number 23, Emily Gerard. And there's a battle for the ball as the Penguins defense taps that ball out of bounds. And number 6 passing it in. I don't know.
I think we've got some trickery going on here today.
Something's going on.
It appears that some of the girls have switched around jersey numbers, and I believe Jane Blessing is wearing number 20, and someone else is wearing number 6.
But we do not have a 20 on our roster for some reason. So
there's definitely a number 20 out there, though.
Yeah.
I hope I'm not seeing things. But
for sure. I feel like I've been through enough years of math to know
absolutely, yeah,
2 from a 6, but maybe I'm wrong. That ball passed in, header, and it's a 50-50 ball now with the Episcopal's defense trying to maintain possession. And that ball will be recovered by number 7 on the Episcopal High School, Sally Taylor McNorrell on the defense. Looking to get it past midfield. An unfortunate tap backwards by number 23, Emily Gerard. And Episcopal's defense will lose that possession. It'll be a 50-50 ball here at midfield as the Penguins take control. Good pass by number 23 off to the right side of the field. Number 22 taking this down the sideline.
The Penguins appear to be a very well-coached team. Lots of great ball movement and juggling skills from them. Really controlling that possession well early on here.
And number 22, Lane Smith, will get that one. This ball going to roll past midfield, but controlled by and ladies and gentlemen, there may have been a switch today. Sophia Maglio is wearing number 6, and Jane Blessing, as Joe said earlier, is wearing number 20. We believe that is correct.
Just making things interesting, yeah, switching it up.
Yeah, we'll get some more information as the game goes on. But that was an incredible through ball by Wynn Bogan with Episcopal High School number 23 off to the races. And that is a goal for Episcopal High School, number 23, Emily Gerard with the goal. And ladies and gentlemen, the last time I commentated a girls varsity soccer game, Emily Gerard actually had a hat trick with 3 goals, followed by Wynn Bogan's 1 goal, 1 assist. So we'll be looking for a big game out of them too, as Emily Gerard scores her made off to get that ball to Emily Gerard for the score.
Absolutely, yeah.
What a pass and what an even better shot. That you can score more ways than just one. As the Episcopal defense is giving the Penguins
very structurally sound. They play physical and they play aggressive, and when you combine a great defense with a couple of great goalkeepers in Emily Gerard and Wynn Bogan, it's a recipe for a pretty good team, don't you think, Steve?
Absolutely. You couldn't have said it better. And number 24 in white, the Penguins are going to run this down the sideline. Number 7 applying the heavy pressure, Sally Taylor McNorrell. And number 22, Lane Smith, is going to boot that one back out to number 1, farther away from the goal to reset this Penguins offensive scheme here. And some of the players have been doing that over the put your leg over the ball thing a bunch.
Yeah.
I've seen it a lot in this game so far early on here, and I just don't know how effective that move is.
It doesn't seem to be working so far, but who knows?
Who knows? Maybe it'll juke somebody up. But haven't seen that yet as Wynn Bogan heads that one off to midfield. She recovers that herself. Unfortunately rolls out of bounds to the Penguins coach. And somehow it's still an Episcopal possession. Number 20 going to take this one. That is, Jane Blessing for today.
I've got to say I'm feeling a little bit envious of the School Without Walls bench over there. That blanket does look very cozy.
Oh,
and,
man.
I myself am not wearing a blanket at the moment, so.
Yeah, you and me both, unfortunately.
Definitely a bit jealous there.
Yep. And we've got 13 minutes coming off the scoreboard here in the opening half as Episcopal offense tries to get it past midfield. And there's number 6, Sophia Maglio, tapping that ball out of bounds as the Penguins will retain possession. A really quick inbounds off to number 23. That ball going to be batted out again. And number 22 will once again throw this one in for the Penguins. My mistake. She tossed it to number 4, I believe. And it's a battle for the ball as the Episcopal defense takes control here. Number 23, Emily Gerard, sprinting down the sideline. And
that's a dangerous sight.
She gives that one off to Wynn Bogan. And Wynn was looking for the left-footed shot there. Unfortunately, grabbed up by the Penguins goalkeeper.
She had the right idea there to play the cross to Hope Pearson. Almost worked out, but the pass went a little bit long, and the Penguins goalie made a good play on it.
And that's the Penguins goalkeeper's first stop of the game here as the Episcopal defense retains the possession, trying to get it past midfield. There's PG, number 4, Palmer Grace Sneed. And number 12 here, Hope Fyerson, looking to create something. She gives it off to number 4, Palmer Grace Sneed, tracks that one down. Resets, she's getting harassed, and there is a whistle. And
yeah, it seemed like there was some grabbing around the waist action there going on. She can't hold on to the jersey of the opposing player. That ref's going to call that 9 times out of 10.
Yeah, I would say definitely a little more than just defense here as number 7 on the Episcopal High School offense, Sally Taylor McNorrell, will take this free kick. She'll be looking to set something up.
That's a nice-looking kick right there.
Curves right to the left for the header, and that's going to be headed in by number 25, Wynn Bogan, I believe. And that'll be her first goal of the game as well as the Episcopal High School offense takes a 2-0 commanding lead early here in the first half. And Wynn Bogan now has 1 goal, 1 assist very early in this game.
And that was a great play on the header there, but I do have to appreciate that kick from Sally Taylor McNorrell that gave her the opportunity to do that. Just right over the heads of the Penguin defense and found a hole for an opportunity for Wynn Bogan to fill.
Absolutely. Like you said on the last goal, it doesn't start without the pass. So the assist is a lot more important than the goal sometimes, and we just noticed that in the last 2 goals there as the Episcopal offense is just taking a very commanding lead here early in this game.
The Penguins are going to need a goal very soon if they want to keep this game competitive. The Maroon, when they get ahead, they like to keep the
as it'll be out of bounds. There was a slight shove by number 23 on the Penguins, shoving number 6, Sophia Maglia, down to the ground. But she's strong. She got right back up. Next play, every athlete knows that, and she'll tap that one right around the same spot. It is a major battle for the ball over there. And the New York Yankees are up 3-0 early in their game, so that's good. As Akata Wise with the amazing save right on the ground, and that'll be her second save of the game. And what a good save by Akata Wise.
Absolutely.
That was amazing. As she, I believe, looks to punt this one somewhere around midfield. There it goes.
And it's that time of year, Steve, where the weather's getting cold, the Baseball playoffs are starting up. College football playoffs will start up soon.
Oh yeah, baby.
NFL soon thereafter. It's a great time of the year to be a sports fan.
Don't forget about the NBA. NBA's starting.
NBA is starting up. NHL is starting up.
Like tonight or something. Like
that is true.
Soon.
I think tip-off's tonight. And
yeah.
Playing right now are the New York Yankees and the slightly inferior Cleveland Gardens, who are losing 3-0 to the Yankees.
But we'll keep you updated on that matchup.
It's quite the game, yeah.
We're focused on today's game here on the Holy Hill. We got a 2-0 matchup with a little more than 20 minutes gone by here in this opening half. Number 24 for the Penguins looking for the goal. Another incredible save by Kata Wise, and she will scoop that one up. And that is her third save, second major save, as they could have been two potential back-to-back goals for the Penguins offense. So
and that's a spectacular save there by the senior goalkeeper, bringing that veteran leadership. And
absolutely.
Having a good goalkeeper is a vital part of a good soccer team.
For sure.
If you don't have one of those, the game could be tied up right now, and we could be talking very differently.
And that's going to be another shove as number 6, Sophia Maglio, hits the ground once again, but like she did on the first time, gets right back up and brushes it off, and she knows there's another play coming up, so she's getting her head back in the game now, as I believe number 7, Sally Taylor-McNorrell, is going to take this free kick.
Yeah, this is a very tough, physical Episcopal soccer team this year, and it seems to be working out pretty well for them so far.
Absolutely, as Wynn Bogan retains this possession. And she's looking to make something happen, as number 12 for Episcopal High School was cutting to the goal, Hope Firesen, but unfortunately it was batted back by the Penguins defense. And good through ball there, off to number 24, but it will be scooped up by Kata Wise, the goalkeeper for Episcopal High School. And she'll whiff that punt just a little bit, but still rolls, as Penguins offense will set up right at the top.
And I'm noticing so far the Penguins have a pretty good crowd out here today. Lots of fans decked out to the left of us, and they're voicing their support.
Absolutely. It's good to see some parents and some family and friends all joining the support. But it's chilly. I don't know if I would want to be in the stands, but
lots of Wall fans regardless.
Oh yeah.
I guess I should say no Wall fans.
Good one.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Number 4, Palmer Gray Sneed, tries to track that one down. And this will be a battle by the Episcopal defense. And will roll onto the Penguin side of the field, all the way batted to the goalie, and that'll be a whiff on the ball as well. It was not kicked where she wanted it to go. Number 5 to recover on the Penguins defense. Good defense by number 20, Jane Blessing, for today. And this is a battle for the ball as number 25, Wynn Bogan, trying to control this ball. Rolls around about midfield now. She's looking for the runner by number 22, Lane Smith. 23, Emily Gerard, will grab this.
What a pass.
Pass to number 4. And that is a goal by number 4, Palmer Gray Sneed, with the incredible assist by number 23, Emily Gerard. And that is amazing. It is a 3-0 lead here, ladies and gentlemen, with just a little more than 21 minutes off of the clock. And I think it's fair to say that this might be a barn burner, Joe.
This is a very impressive showing from the Maroons so far. Great defense, great goalkeeping, great passing, and obviously great execution.
Absolutely. So we've got some of our track stars in the making doing some laps, which is good to see. A lot of multi-sport athletes in that part of the varsity athletics, as the Episcopal defense maintains control once again. And that ball will be recovered by the defense. This will be Sally Taylor-McNorrell, number 7, taking it. Back to number 22 for the through ball to 23, Emily Gerard. She's looking pass intended to number 25. When Bogan was broken up by the Penguins defense. That's a good stop there by offensive Penguins. And Joe, I'm seeing a little bit of walking here on the Episcopal defensive side, obviously.
Well, yeah, they're very aggressive defense, moving around a lot. So Law, and I believe Miss Chura and Abdul Jalal are both alumni of the school. And then Rick Stubbs is obviously a longtime supporter of Maroon Athletics.
And that is an amazing, amazing save by Akata Wise, number 0, the goalkeeper for the Maroon, as she jumps so high to save that, and it'll be a corner kick for the Penguins offense. Number 24 will take this one. Right in front of her is number 4 on the Episcopal defense, Palmer Gray Sneed, trying to disrupt this. That ball going to curve, and Akata Wise was there to stop it if it came anywhere close. It did not. And that will be Episcopal's possession. And number 7, Sally Taylor McNorrell, will take the free kick. As Joe, that was 3 incredible saves by Akata Wise in the past 5 minutes alone. And it leaves me interested in what other amazing saves she can have in this game.
Yeah, she's a very impressive player. I believe the last time we called a game for this team, she had around double-digit saves, and that's a very nice thing to have, to know when you such a talented player behind your defense.
Absolutely, it's definitely one of the most important positions in soccer, and as well as many other sports. But for today's event, soccer is the subject. But bound by Sally Taylor McNorrell, number 7. The Episcopal defense trying to get a stop here. And this will be recovered by the Penguins goalkeeper. And that'll be a fight for the ball. I'm sure that hurt a little bit. Recovered by Summer Sterling, number 19. That ball will be called out of bounds. I believe that was the referee in the middle who called that out of bounds. So I'm not.
Must have great eyesight.
Not sure what kind of vision he has, but it's got to be pretty good. This ball is going to be batted back to the Penguins goalkeeper. She'll try to.
That'll go out of bounds.
It'll come right to us.
What a play by our analyst, Joe Bell, there.
Give it to her. And Joe Bell was so happy that he caught that ball, he didn't know what to do with it.
Not a little bit of stage fright there. I looked up, and all of a sudden the Episcopal offense was yelling my name.
And there's another goal.
So I'm curious if I get credited for the assist there in a way. I did have the pass to Palmer Gray Sneed, who then had the pass to Emily Gerard for the Episcopal goal.
I'll give you the pass. I'll give you the assist to the assist.
You know what? I'll take that.
Pretty sure they give you something in my career for NBA 2K.
That is true.
So
I will put that on my resume that I do in fact have an assist to the assist during a girls' varsity soccer game.
There you go. Got to give you a medal for that.
I do think I deserve one.
Maybe like a little ribbon or something.
Lots of diversity and versatility in my high school athletic career.
Oh yeah. And there's the first substitution as number 20 runs off the field for the School Without Walls. I'm not totally sure who was subbed in. I believe it was number 17. They're making some changes on the defensive and offensive side of the ball as Episcopal Maroon take a 4-0 lead here.
These new Penguins seem to be playing very aggressively. Lots of energy coming off the bench, and that's going to be big for them if they want a shot of mounting this comeback.
And there's number 19, Summer Sterling, with the ball. It's going to be disrupted by the Penguins' defense. Pass to number 2 in the middle of the field. Back out to number 24, Summer Sterling, trying to play some defense on there. And it'll be recovered by number 22, Lane Smith, for the Episcopal defense. She'll get that ball close to midfield. And back out to number 25, Winbogan.
This could be dangerous for the Wall defense.
And that ball will roll out of bounds. I believe the Episcopal Maroon will retain possession. Number 22, Lane Smith, sprinting over to the ball to, I believe it'll be a corner kick. Maybe not, but I guess there's only one way to find out. As we are approaching the 10-minute mark here in the first half. We got 11 minutes and 26 seconds remaining. And it will be a goal kick, or a corner kick, I should say. And that is another goal. Holy cow. What a header by, I believe that was number 23, Emily Gerard, once again.
There was a whole crowd of Maroon there to receive the end of that corner kick, and I believe it was number 23, Emily, who.
And that is Emily Gerard's second goal of the game. Episcopal High School Maroons' fifth goal of the game. And we've still got 10 minutes and 50 seconds left in this first half. So we'll see what the score is by halftime, but this Episcopal offense is rolling to a victory in this first half.
And that's Sophia Maglio checking in for number 5, Gray Gibbons.
23, Emily Gerard chasing that ball down again. And man, oh man, this Episcopal offense is having some fire in them today as they are heated up early.
They are very relentless.
Now, you think they're preheating on 350 or 425, Joe?
Oh, it's absolutely 425.
I would have to agree.
Yeah.
I mean, with the 5-0 lead, that's pretty crazy. Number 25, Winbogan, looking to pass this one. That ball will try to be past number 23, Emily Gerard. Could not be acquired. And back to Winbogan. Past midfield. Number 6, Sophia Maglio. Back to Win on the far side of the field. Finally, the Penguins offense can retain possession, but it'll roll right out of bounds for the Episcopal defense to take this one. Number 22, Lane Smith, going to pass this ball inbounds. And we've got some substitutions on the field as number 4, Palmer Gray Sneed, comes off for, I believe that's number 14, Fiona Sullivan will come onto the field for the Episcopal Maroon. And I believe number 2, Amaya Kim Sr. will come on as well for, I'm not sure who she subbed in for, but nevertheless, switch up on the Episcopal side of the ball, which is good to see. Get those key players some breathing room as number 19, Summer Sterling, attempts the through ball to Amaya Kim Sr., number 2. She'll battle for it. That ball will be out of bounds on number 14, Fiona Sullivan. And number 4 for the Penguins will throw this one in.
And Amaya is one of 5 freshmen on the team this year, which is a rare sight for so many freshmen to be on the varsity girls soccer team. It's typically a very successful team, so that's a pretty good sign for the future girls soccer teams.
Absolutely.
Lots of youth and talented youth.
And another interesting fact is there are only 4 seniors on this Episcopal High School team, which is, I feel like, in my opinion, that's fairly low. I could be wrong. I don't know how many people tried out or came to preseason soccer this year. But I don't know, man. 4 seems a little low for the amount of senior leadership we have.
It is definitely low, but if you look at it in terms of the course in the next few years, only 4 seniors and 5 freshmen and a whole lot of sophomores and juniors. That's a great sign for the future teams to come.
Absolutely. Next year and the year after that will definitely be another star-studded Episcopal High School season. As there's a tiny bit of confusion here as number 4 is looking to inbound the ball. Not sure what number 24 is doing. She's just walking down the sideline, not in bounds though. I believe she subbed out but wanted to come out on the other side, which is fine. Episcopal defense harassing the Penguins offense here, as they can't really seem to get anything going. Intended for number 9, but batted away by number 19 on Episcopal's defense, Summer Sterling. And that'll be booted by number 20, Jane Blessing, off to midfield. Intended for Wynn Bogan. That ball broken up, I should say. And off to Fiona Sullivan, number 14. She'll lose control of that one. Amaya Kim Sr. battling for the ball. She's sprinting after it. And Joe, I don't know about you, but this Penguins offense is really struggling to get this ball past their own side of the field.
It is. Episcopal really is dominating the possession, just keeping the ball away from the Penguins, and it's paying off so far as they're off to a great 5-0 lead so far in the first half.
And that was a huge boot by number 7, Sally Taylor McNorrell is number 2. Amaya Kim Sr. tries to track that one down. Unfortunately could not. It will be recovered by the Penguins offense. Once again, number 22 sprinting down. Finally gets the ball past midfield to number 5. And back to number 6. Top of the key. Intended for person down on the sideline, but it was broken up by number 25, Wynn Bogan, senior captain. And this ball will be recovered by number 2, Amaya Kim Sr. And I believe that'll be an offsides penalty on Episcopal High School. And you don't see that happen every day in varsity athletics. A little bit in junior and a little bit in JV, but you just don't see those type of penalties every day. So, it's interesting we just had one. But nevertheless, the Penguins offense will take it.
And just like we said that, Episcopal already has the ball back and is back in possession.
Here's number 20, Jane Blessing. Gonna cross that one past midfield. Intercepted, however, by the Penguins defense. And we're just under 5 minutes left to play here in this opening half, as Episcopal's offense has heavily controlled this game so far with a early 5-0 lead, as that ball soars out of bounds right past the hands of Akata Wise, but it doesn't matter because it didn't go in. So this will be a goal kick for Sally Taylor McNorrell, number 7, who everybody here at Episcopal calls ST. So there's that.
And I believe Summer Sterling actually just tied Mary Chura's cleat there, so that's some great compassion within this team. I gotta say that.
That's good team chemistry. I love to see it.
It is great team chemistry. Would you tie my shoe, Steve?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, it's great to hear.
Here in the sports media team, we have the best team chemistry around.
We do. Really close team, actually. Yeah.
If you were to ask our head coach, Coach Mills, he would probably say the same thing. I'd imagine.
He is nodding his head in agreement.
He's giving us the smile and nod.
Sign of approval.
Absolutely. Smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave. As Penguins Madagascar.
Great movie.
Quote. Don't want to be plagiarized. On YouTube, that would not be good.
That would not be good. We'll provide the MLA citation for folks at home.
Oh, yeah.
Following the stream.
Chicago style, baby.
Absolutely. Shout out Miss George.
And that ball is going to roll out of bounds. I believe it'll be the Penguins offense going to maintain this possession. 3 minutes remaining on the clock. 5-0 Episcopal lead.
And with 3 minutes left in the half, the Penguins really have to get something going to head into halftime with at least some shred of hope.
And there's Sally Taylor McNorrell, number 7, tracking that ball down. It'll roll out of bounds before she touches it, so I believe it'll be another goal kick for her. And it has been a fairly chilly first half here on the Holy Hill, as the wind is really the deal breaker for me.
That's absolutely true.
You know, if there's no wind, it would probably feel fairly nice with all the sunshine we're getting beamed right onto us.
It's an interesting combination. Sun in your eyes and You're still cold.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan.
Neither
but,
am I, yeah.
You know, it is what it is. It's that time of year, I guess.
That's true.
Some leaves changing. Not really around. Not really in front of us, but
not so much in this area. More so in the core of campus.
Yeah, the vicinity.
Absolutely,
as you could call it. And this ball will be all the way back to number 25 on the Walls defense. And the Episcopal defense trying to get this ball back for one final possession.
The clock has stopped at 2 minutes. We are now in extra time.
And that'll be a trip by number 19, Summer Sterling, and that'll be a quick whistle. And free kick will be taken by number 1 here on the School Without Wall Penguins offense. And what an interesting school name.
It is. It really is.
It fascinates me a little bit. And that will roll in the goal as number 0, Katawise, just whiffs on the keep. Unfortunate miss, but not as unfortunate as it could have been, as it is still a 5-1 Episcopal lead. And Katawise did have that save to start, but
it's an unfortunate mistake. She put herself in the position to make the save, and cold day just slipped between the hands. But
absolutely,
I don't think anyone can be too angry with her with only 1 goal allowed and a lot more saves than that.
For sure. I think it was disrupted a little bit by some of the players there.
Absolutely.
She couldn't focus on the ball as much as she could have. But
and the Penguin bench will take their hands from the blanket and have a round of applause for their offense that's got them on the board for the first time today.
The Episcopal defense gonna retain possession. Number 25, Wynn Bogan, intended for Amaya Kim Sr., number 2. She'll have a battle with number 1 for the ball all the way over to the corner, and I believe number 1 will win that battle.
And if you're a freshman trying to get playing time in a varsity team, that's exactly how you do it. Play it to the whistle, hustle across the field, and make those extra gritty plays.
And speaking of playing to the whistle, that is the first half for us, ladies and gentlemen. As there's 10 minutes of halftime, we have a 5-1 Episcopal lead, and we'll be back for the second half. Thank you. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. We've got 35 seconds coming off the clock here. It is freezing, ladies and gentlemen. I tell you what, it says 54 on the weather app, but
do not believe that, ladies and gentlemen.
that is a lie.
It is very cold today.
That is a lie. Not true. As 15 seconds left on the clock, we've got a 5-1 Episcopal High School lead here in the first half. And, woo, it's chilly. This wind is no joke.
I spent a lot of my summer in a freezer with bread in there, unpackaging the bread, and I got to say this is very similar to that. It's giving me a lot of throwback memories of being in a meat freezer.
Yeah, I don't know many good memories came from that.
No,
if any.
Yeah. Well, made some good friends at Potbelly Sub Shop in Richmond, Virginia. So I got to say, if any fellow Potbelly workers are listening in, shout out to you guys.
There you go. Love that.
You gotta love that.
And the ladies for both teams are taking their places back on the field. And these two teams will switch sides today for the second half. And some of the players I can see are a little bit chilly as well. Some of them are wrapping themselves up. And it is mighty cold. As number 10, Mary Chura, gonna get this one.
That's Mary Chura right again with the stop right there. Mary Chura's older sister is actually an assistant coach for the Maroon soccer team this year, Catherine Chura.
How about that?
Yeah, a little
fun fact.
Yeah, sister bonding action there.
And the Penguins are gonna pass this one in. Pass intended for number 16. There's a battle for the possession. It's gonna go back to midfield as the Penguins will try to set something up here on the offensive side of the ball. And number 22 gonna stop to set something up. 25 for the Maroon, Wynn Bogan. Gonna take this possession. She's gonna sprint down the field. And intended for number 23, Emily Gerard. She'll chase that one down really quick, and her defender will trip and fall. Wynn Bogan
shot
pass to
Pearson,
number 12, Hope
and
Pearson.
A goal.
And there's another Episcopal High School offensive goal by number 12, Hope Firestone, and Wynn Bogan with the assist, number 25, and that'll be a 6-1 Episcopal Maroon lead with just little less than 2 minutes rolling off the clock here in the second half.
And that's the sophomore Alexandria native midfielder, Hope Pearson, with the goal there. Right place, right time. Great pass from Wynn Bogan.
And we apologize for the glare, ladies and gentlemen, on some of the cameras. The sun is just trying to set over the trees right now, so if there is a tiny glare, that should be passed in the next few minutes. But nevertheless, we're trying to figure out those issues as we speak. Number 1 gonna pass this one to number 17 on the Penguins defense. And man, it is really windy and really cold.
This is some conditions unlike Alexandria, Virginia, but it is getting to that time of the year, unfortunately.
Yeah, the winters are not very fun here at Episcopal, but nevertheless, a great time to be a Maroon.
A beautiful time of the year. Campus is beautiful, but does get a bit chilly at points.
You know, I've always said that if there was no wind, I would be just fine. But
I would agree with that one, yeah.
Woo! The wind is a killer.
This reminds me of last year's Woodbury game. That one was a chilly one.
Oh yeah, it stings.
And they're
it stings.
the Tigers are coming right back here on the 12th of November this year. And,
Oh yeah.
Would not be surprised if we have temperatures similar to this.
And ladies and gentlemen, the Woodbury Episcopal game has not been held at Episcopal since my freshman year. So it'll be good to get this game back on the Holy Hill. This is kind of wise with the save off the goalpost, headed by number 14 or number 10 on Episcopal High School, I should say.
A play.
And that was an incredible save by
Great
the Episcopal defense.
Great
As Wynn
composure.
Bogan, team captain, will sprint down the sideline. Pass number 12, Hope Fyerson. Taken back by the Penguins defense. Chased down by number 10, Barry Chura. Number 12, Hope Fyerson. Tries to pass it to number 4, Palmer Gray Sneed. She'll try to chase it down. Unfortunately, going to be taken by the defense.
Now, Steve, what do you remember from that freshman year Woodbury game?
Oh, it was a good one. Episcopal thankfully beat Woodbury, I believe, that year 20-16. It was a close one, but thankfully the Maroon came out on top.
I believe that was the 4th straight year the Maroon beat the Tigers. Is that correct?
I think it was the 3rd straight year. Yep,
right.
third straight year. Unfortunately, we lost last year, but
that's true.
That's what makes a rivalry good, you know.
Is, yeah.
A rivalry isn't good if only one team is winning.
And
so.
I mean, and prior to that game, Woodbury hadn't beaten Episcopal in over 1,500 days, so it's nice to have some diversity in those results.
Absolutely. That's what makes a rivalry a good rivalry.
And that rivalry will definitely live up to its expectations this year.
Absolutely.
It'll be a close one here on November 12th. Hopefully many of you all will join us, and it'll be an exciting one.
Come cheer on the Maroon.
Absolutely.
As I've heard that the Woodbury football team is fairly good this year, but the Episcopal team is shocking a lot of us.
Yeah.
Can't lie. Off early here in the season, they've got some pretty big wins under their belt. One at St. Stephen's, which was a big win, and one against Landon at Landon in the last 2 weeks of this season. So.
And I'll tell you what, every year one of the two teams is always expected to win, and that almost never matters. It felt last year, based on the way everyone was talking about the game, the Maroon were the expected team to win, and they lost in a close one. They were up pretty big at half, but so you never know. In a rivalry like that, it's just any given Sunday, anything can happen.
Absolutely, and that's what makes rivalries such good games.
Mm-hmm.
Is sometimes there's more than just the skill level.
Absolutely.
And that ball is going to be saved. Attempted to hit the top left of that corner.
Jane Blessing just barely missed that one. Almost snuck it in the top left corner, and that would have been a great shot from her. Looking for her first goal of the game.
And number 22, Lade Smith, will take this corner kick for the Maroon. I'm sure trying to get another header as they got early in the first half. And there's the inbound just over the goal as number 12, Hope Fyerson, kicks that one.
And there are still 32 minutes left in this game, believe it or not.
25% of the way done.
That's a good way to think of it.
Close to it, like 23% or something like that. But the sooner this ends, the sooner I'll be in the warm.
That is true.
That's really the only thing that's getting me through.
Any plans for tonight, Steve?
Oh, it's a center night, Joey, so you know I'll probably be over near the McDonald's.
And for our listeners that don't know, the Bradley Center on Tuesdays, students are all head over there for some dinner if they would like.
Oh, yeah.
Lots of great options, yep. Some fine American cuisine in McDonald's that I tend to treat myself to.
Oh, of course.
It's also pizza night this year. They moved that to Tuesdays.
Here on the Holy Hill?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Just contrary to popular opinion, some people have interesting debates whether pizza night and center night should fall on the same night.
That is interesting. That's
it is
very,
an interesting
very
one,
interesting
yeah.
topic, and probably a pretty good debate.
It is. Lots of heated debates
I'm sure.
going on the hill.
Because who doesn't love pizza, but who doesn't love McDanks?
That's
you know?
a very good point. Why not both? Why not?
Henry Cunningham just came back from a physical therapy appointment, and he is incredibly in short sleeves and shorts. And I can see from over here the goosebumps he's got on his legs, as I know that boy is quite cold.
And I tell you what, those members of the Church of Latter-day Saints, they are some tough people. They are big Utes fan, native to Utah.
Good job, Joey. Way to bring that comparison into the game, as number 7, Sally Taylor McNorrell, will take the free kick. That boy's still up there freezing, but that's not going to change.
He's a tough kid. Tough kid.
Oh, yeah.
Member of our lacrosse team.
Wynn Bogan tracking this one down. Pass to Emily Gerard. This will go through her legs, but it doesn't matter. She will maintain the possession, and that'll be another goal.
That's the second of the day for Hope Pearson.
And also second assist for the day by Emily Gerard, number 23. She has 2 goals, 2 assists. Hope Pearson has 2 goals, 1 assist, I believe. And Wynn Bogan has one goal. Hope Farson has 1 goal, 1 assist.
Yeah.
And Palmer Grace Sneed has 1 goal, and Wynn Bogan has 1 goal, 1 assist to combine for 7 total points by the Episcopal Maroon, which is getting to be a barn burner, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep.
7 goals in soccer. Wow.
Yeah.
And it's only been a little over 10 minutes here have passed in the second half.
And it's looking like our girls' JV soccer game just ended, and I believe that's the Potomac school they played, and unfortunately they lost by a score of 4-0.
And if there is a little bit of breeze in the background or muffling in the microphone, then that is the wind, as it is picking up here.
Yeah, it is definitely picking up, and and the sun is below that tree, so that little bit of warmth we were having is no longer with us.
No more.
And the blanket is back out in full effect for the Penguin bench.
Palmer Grace Sneed going to pass that ball in.
There is no more glare, though. You can look at it like that.
There you go. So for you viewers at home who are cooking in the heat, in the warmth, I hope y'all are enjoying, because we are freezing. But nevertheless, we got a good game here, or at least a good game for the Episcopal side of things, as the Episcopal defense is trying to, or Episcopal offense, I should say, is really trying to get this, or Episcopal defense actually is really trying to get this ball away from the Penguins' offense. That's Mary Chura trying to track that one down. Palmer Grace Sneed battling for it over there. Attempted pass to number 25, Wynn Bogan, could not come up with the... And that'll slide right past the hands of Akata Wise for the second goal by this Penguins offense, right past the right side of her body.
Seems like there was just a slight miscommunication between the Episcopal defense there, but nonetheless, it's still all smiles from Lane Smith, Mary Chura, and S.T. McNorrell, as they are up 7-2, and more than likely going to come away with a win here.
Absolutely. And ladies and gentlemen, there are 27 minutes left here in this second half as Wynn Bogan maintains the possession for Episcopal. She's sprinting down the sideline, keeps the ball in play. And there's a whistle.
A late whistle calling Wynn Bogan out along the sideline. It does appear as if she was out, but I thought that she might get away with it there for a second.
You know, I agree with you, Joe, but I just don't know how the referee in the middle of the field could have called that call.
And we do have a line judge on our side of the field, but he did not make a call. It was the ref in the middle of the field that elected to grab the whistle.
It's quite interesting because the rule in soccer is any part of the ball needs to be touching the line. It doesn't have to be the entire thing. And if half of the ball is in and half the ball is out, that means the ball is in play. So I don't know what happened there, but Episcopal's defense is still maintaining possession. Nice. Or offense, I should say.
Nice play by the Penguin goalie to step up there and stop the cross. And as they say that, it looks like we have an injury for the School Without Walls. She seems to be getting up all right, and it's a great sight there.
And the School Without Wall parents that are sitting behind us, their student section, I should say, is made their way to the other side of the benches to support their offense.
So unfortunately, there hasn't been too much to support so far. They do have one goal so far in the second half, but God, it is just a tough Episcopal defense with a great goalie back there in Akatawise.
And Joe, something interesting that I've never really noticed is some people setting up some posters and things for the Seminary Hill Cup that is coming up this weekend. That is an event for girls sports that is between Episcopal High School and competing schools around the ISL, including St. Stephen's as well as many other schools. And that is this weekend. So
yes. And that is actually our cross-country team over there, head by Coach Kevin Potter, who is my Spanish teacher.
I hear he's pretty tough, Joe. How's that class?
It's a tough class, but I am learning a lot of Spanish.
There you go.
Me gusto la clase mucho, mucho.
Sí.
But, yeah, they're hanging up a sign in college game day fashion. I believe the sign reads, "The Saints can't save you now," as kind of a play on words towards St. Stephen's, St. Agnes.
Hashtag we run this hill, Episcopal High School cross country. I like what they did there with the little pun.
I do like that. And
with the pun saying,
the hill
we run the hill. I like it.
The hill refers to the Seminary Hill, which is the hill that the two campuses share.
Yeah, and the Holy Hill.
The Holy Hill, absolutely.
Yeah. Gotta love the Holy Hill.
St. Stephen's, St. Agnes, or I guess I should say St. Agnes, won the Seminary Hill Cup last year, but I don't know. I got a good feeling about our girls this year. I think we take it home. What about you, Steve?
I would have to agree. I think all of our girls' athletics this year especially are very talented. I was talking to senior Virginia Keene earlier yesterday about her upcoming match this weekend in tennis, and she's fired up. Her tennis match is unfortunately not on Episcopal campus. It's actually over there at St. Stephen's, but
enemy territory.
She's fired up, and I'm sure the rest of the girls on that team are definitely excited to get out there and kind of retain the cup.
And I'll say this, Steve, although it is tough playing an away game, the Maroon have a great history over there at St. Stephen's. Recently we went over there and beat them for their homecoming. I believe the final score was 33-12 for a football game.
Oh, yeah.
And the same year, or excuse me, last year's basketball season, John Laughlin,
the 40 bomb.
The 40 points, 40 points, and went into their gym. They were supposed to win that game. They were ranked higher. Everyone didn't believe in them, but they pulled it out. And I believe you're on that team, right, Steve?
I was on that team. I was right on the sideline for that. Some could say I witnessed greatness that night. I spoke to John Laughlin right after the game, and he was speechless. Truly, he didn't know what to say. He really didn't even realize that he had 40 points until he finally got that 40th point at the free throw line. But it was an incredible game. Thankfully, the Maroon came out with that W.
Yeah.
And we'll see what the basketball team can do this year.
It'll be an exciting team. I think everyone on campus is excited for the winner.
Oh, yeah.
Won the ISC in the regular season last year. Runners-up in the tournament. Made it all the way to the state semifinals. And it seems like the team just got even better.
Absolutely.
Even after losing 2 college-level basketball players, it just seems like you really did just reload.
Yeah, we're definitely building that team chemistry up this year, but let's get our focus back onto the girls' game here, as the Penguins' offense is really maintaining good possession here, as the Episcopal defense doesn't seem to be controlling the ball. And as I say that, there's a burst of defense coming from the Episcopal side, as Lane Smith tries to track that one down. The ball rolls out of bounds. Frustration on the face of number 22, Lane Smith. But
number 1 is quick to retrieve the ball and throw it in, see if they can get someone going here. Catch the Maroon off guard on defense. Some great ball movement going on for the Penguins, trying to find a hole in the Maroon defense, but it looks like they're struggling to do so.
That ball going to soar wide left. We've got just over 20 minutes left in this second half. About 50% of the way done here. And each minute it is getting colder and colder. So we've got a 7-2 ball game here. We'll see if the Penguins can close the gap, but every minute that goes by will be harder and harder for them to do so. Pass intended for number 25, Win Bogan. That'll be intercepted by 22 on the Penguins defense. 24 to maintain possession for the Penguins. Number 4 on the Episcopal's defense, Palmer Gray-Snee, going to track this one down.
The captain, Win Bogan, with the defense there, pushing the defender to the corner of the field.
And this will be another goal right over the hands of the diving Akata Wise, and it'll be a 7-3. Episcopal leads still, but the Penguins are not stopping. They are not giving up the battle, and it closes that gap just a tiny bit more here for the Penguins.
Yeah, and there was just a bit of hesitation from Akata Wise there on that. The first time the ball came towards the goal, it looked like a Penguin player was going to try to have a second touch on it, so she hesitated for just a second, and then the ball just went right over her into the goal.
And I think the cold weather here is affecting some of the girls on the Episcopal side of the ball, as some of them appear to be a little bit chilly, but nevertheless, still fighting as Win Bogan travels down the sideline, and that ball will roll out of bounds, unfortunately, as she shows a little bit of frustration, as she knows she could have gotten past that. But the Penguins will get this offensive possession as number 1 will throw this one in.
And I've noticed a good amount of substitutions from the Penguins, but the Maroon are sticking with their starters even late into this cold game that seems to be out of hand.
And that's an interesting analysis, Joey, as I would imagine that this team is probably fairly tired.
I would agree, and it's a cold day. You would imagine the starters would get some rest here, especially with the game that seems to be at hand.
And some of our sports are letting out. We've got more and more Episcopal students coming over to join the crowd. And Mr. Phil Spears will recover this ball as the honorary ball boy for today's match. I don't know if that's what he's doing, but he's been in the same spot for the whole game. Right over there in the corner as Hope Firestone trips over the ball, number 12. And it'll be black ball once again. Number 7, Sally Taylor McNorrell, going to take this kick. And we've got 18 minutes left in this game as it's 7-3. Episcopal with the lead. ST with the boot. Almost a goal.
That was a great free kick.
Saved.
She almost did that all by herself. She almost didn't even need the assist.
And number 10, Mary Chura at midfield, trying to maintain the possession. Off the back of
that hurts.
Hope Firestone, number
that would hurt.
12, was passed by number 6,
Yeah.
Sophia Maglio. That was not what they intended to do, but
You can tell she's feeling that one. She's grabbing at her back right now. I can tell you, soccer balls can feel pretty hard in a cold day.
absolutely.
It's not a great feeling.
It's almost like catching a football with cold hands.
Yeah.
It's pretty hard.
Wouldn't recommend that.
Not at all.
Yeah.
But back to it is PG, number 4, passes this one off to number 22, Lane Smith. She'll stop, falls, but another through ball back to Lane Smith, number 22. She got up real quickly. She's sprinting after this one. So is number 1 on the defense. She's getting shoved out of bounds. And number 1 to retain possession.
Some great work by number 1 in the Penguins.
Recovered by number 6, Sophia Maglio for Episcopal's defense. And this will be ST McNorrell's number 7. Back out at number 10, Mary Chura. And it'll be be right at midfield. Over to number 19, Summer Sterling. Trying to set something up here as the Episcopal offense, but cannot as Mary Chur chases down this one on the
Here comes a
Penguin side of the ball.
fast break for the Penguins, and it's deflected by, I believe that was number 19, Summer Sterling, to send that ball out of bounds for a corner kick for the Penguins.
And this will be a corner kick by number 24 on the Penguins. We'll take this one. And with 16 minutes left in this second half, we'll see if the Penguins can continue to close this gap here, as they have 2 early goals here in the second.
And
that broken up.
That was Lane Smith sacrificing the body there, getting in the way of that soccer ball, and she took a hit there.
And another ball going to soar out of bounds as Kata Wise will track it down to get the possession. It'll be ST McNorrell, number 7, taking this goal kick.
She's had a lot of those goal kicks, and believe it or not, they're pretty tiring. Even though you're just kicking the ball, it's a lot of force going into one kick.
For sure. And the amount of spin that she puts on those passes, too.
I spoke to a close friend of mine, Leaf Schroeder, a member of the boys soccer team, and he has that duty, and he says they can add up. They can get pretty tiring.
And that ball right into the chest of number 19 on the defense, but still maintained possession by number 25. But there's a whistle, and I believe that's going to be an offsides violation on the Maroon.
I believe they're calling Wynn Bogan for the offside penalty there, but it was a close call.
Wynn Bogan definitely a little frustrated about that call, as she definitely wanted that goal opportunity or assist. But nevertheless, she'll have to turn around and go on to the next play, as the Walls are going to take this one on offense. The Penguins.
It can throw you off. It says Walls on the jersey. So
yeah, it does.
It gets tricky.
I know.
Yeah.
I was looking at the Walls on the.
It's
my
definitely
mistake.
Tricky. It doesn't really have quite the ring to it. You know, the school without walls, Penguins, is
definitely a little peculiar.
It is tough. It is, yeah.
I just feel like the school without walls.
That's exactly what I thought. I thought that would have been a pretty cool nickname, but
makes sense.
I don't know. Maybe the head of school over there is a big Penguin fan.
Who doesn't love a Penguin?
Well, Philadelphia Flyers, I'll tell you that much.
Oh yeah. Well, we know we got Yankees tonight, baby.
We do, and they're up 4-1 in the bottom of the 5th inning right now.
Well, if you bet on that game, then you are so far a happy man or woman.
That's true. That's to each their own. And I believe it's still under 7 runs have been scored, just as a fun fact.
Back to the soccer game at hand. Number 24 passes to number 22. They try to set it up for the Penguins offense. And number 2, cross field, unfortunately over the head of number 23. This will roll to the corner. Not out of bounds yet as number 6 controls it.
I don't think this game is over just quite yet, Steve. It was 7-1 at one point. It's 7-3 now. A lot of time left.
And there's a Kyle Wise with the incredible save. Is still 7-3 as the 13-minute mark just went down. And Akata Wise will punt this one away. Possession maintained by the Penguins. Number 20 on the far side will try to set something up. Passes to number 23 as she was intercepted by her own teammate, number 24 over there. But did not mess her up or anything as she gets another goal. And that is a easy goal by number 24 on the Penguins. It is a 7-4 Episcopal lead with 12 minutes left in the second half.
We could have a game on our hands here, Steve. That's just a 3-goal lead right now. And as quick as Episcopal got up to a 4-0 lead in the first half, the Walls could do the same thing.
Absolutely. I think this Episcopal offense and defense is maybe thought that the Walls were not as good as they were. And I think the Walls definitely came and started firing on all cylinders. As number 12, Hope Firestone, That ball soar out of bounds as number 22 Lane Smith will pass this one in. And the Penguins offense has come alive here in this second half as they've scored 3 goals. And it's looking a little bit like the Episcopal offense did in the first half.
And that ball is intercepted by number 16 on the Penguins. Pass to number 6. Across the field to number 21.
Back to number 20 on the far side of the field. She'll look to set something up. Intercepted by number 19, Summer Sterling on the Episcopal defense. We got a tale of 2 halves here as one team, the Episcopal Maroon, was fully controlling the first, but the Penguins of the School Without Walls is definitely controlling the second half. They still do need 3 goals to tie it up here, and there's little more than 10 minutes remaining, 10 minutes and 35 seconds here on the clock, but nevertheless, still in it. And it'll be interesting to see, ladies and gentlemen, if School Without Walls can do something to get this game even more close.
And number 12 for the Maroon and number 1 for the Penguins are getting really physical. Real physical fight for the ball over there in the corner, and it'll result in a Penguin throw-in.
And the referee's screaming at the number 1 to place it on the corner, as it'll be a corner kick, or she'll throw it in on the corner. My mistake. Back to number 1, who passed it in. Back out to the corner, number 12, Hope Firestone, with the deflection, and she'll pass this one in right at the same spot, I believe, on the corner, which is where the referee was screaming at her to put it.
And there are about 9.5 minutes left to play here today, and the clock seems like it's ticking pretty slowly. So definitely
Maglio.
A comeback that is surmountable for the Penguins.
And that's number 7, that's Team McNorrell, with the header. And that ball going to be out of bounds by number 6 on the Penguins. And Will Sneed will help out being the honorary ball boy for that. Ball is 22 Lane Smith going to inbound this for the Episcopal Maroon. We've got 8 minutes, 50 seconds left here in this second half. Lane Smith looking to pass it in to somebody. She'll pass it in to number 4. Palmer Gray Sneed. And number 22 just took a cleat to the ankle, I believe.
Slow to get up, but she is back and running, hoping to contribute to a wow.
And that is a goal by
what a kick.
The School Without Walls. And it is a 7-5 Episcopal lead. We're up by 2 goals, ladies and gentlemen. But the Penguins have 4 unanswered goals here in the second half alone.
And that kick was about from 30 to 40 yards out. Just the Episcopal defense kind of fell asleep there for a second, and she just stopped and sent it over all their heads and just out of the reach of Akata Wise. And as you said, Steve, we could have a bit of a game in our hands.
And that was an absolute bomb by whoever scored that goal. Is number 23 for Episcopal High School. Ann Gerard comes running back in. She's been a star player for today's game.
Yeah, I think Miss Fitzpatrick just a little too close for comfort. Wanted to send one of her star players right back in.
The Penguins offense quickly retains possession as they look to get another goal, as we have 7 minutes rolling down on the clock. This is a 2-goal game.
This could be dangerous. Oh, just over the head and out of the reach, number 23 into the corner. And it's kept alive by the Penguins. Number 25 with the Penguins with the ball. Pass is 2016, and Emily Gerard with a very physical play for that ball, but the ref is not going to agree with that one, and it's going to be a Penguins free kick. And this is a huge opportunity just over the hands of Akata Wise, and that is yet another goal for the Penguins.
Holy cow.
That one on about a 25-yard free kick. And, wow. I think now is a great time for the phrase, close but no cigar.
Close but no cigar.
You were up 7-1 as the Maroon. It was all smiles and
I've been waiting to bring that out.
A little bit too comfortable, and now all of a sudden, in the blink of an eye, the School Without Wall Penguins, yes, the School Without the Wall Penguins, are within a goal.
Lane Smith, 22.
With 6 minutes left to
taking
play.
Possession. And what a good time for this Penguins offense to turn up here as they are down by 1 goal. And I swear, ladies and gentlemen, if this goes into overtime, I will not be very happy.
Well, I think that's just a sign that
maybe they just tie.
Yeah.
That would be nice.
Maybe we can all get a participation trophy. And I think that's the one time I'd agree with that philosophy there. I'm not a big fan of ties, but in this situation, with warmth and McDonald's on the line, I am.
I'll take it.
I will take it.
Woo! Big bomb. Back all the way to and there's some frustration by number 25, Wynn Bogan, at the end of that play.
And for our School Without Wall money line bettors, this is could be the game of the century. Anybody that took them when they were 7-1, this is dangerous.
Extremely.
And if you would have told me when they were down 7-1 that you were going to pick the School Without Walls to win, I would have thought you were crazy, but you're not looking too crazy right now.
And ladies and gentlemen, we've got 10 seconds out of 5 minutes. That means we have 4 minutes and 40 seconds left here. Just go with 4 minutes and 30 seconds left here now.
There you go.
Yeah. We'll just kind
or
of
as you could also say 30 minutes off of 5 minutes
we
left.
can edit that part out.
Yeah.
And
good
that's
save
a good
by
save
by the Penguin goalie, and she's really vocalizing to her offense that they need to get something going here.
She's telling her teammates to run downfield and try to set something up.
Oh,
Sophia Maglia, number 6, will get that possession. Back out to number 7, Sally Taylor McNorrell. She boots that one downfield.
She's got quite the leg.
Through
Oh,
the legs
boy,
of
Emily
25,
Gerard.
But Emily Gerard here, and just misses off the left side. And we've got 3 minutes and 55 seconds left here in this second half. I'm sure that'll be a little bit of extra time, but not much, as the Penguins offense needs to get a quick goal here if they want hope to tie this game up or win it.
Yeah, some rare miscues from the Maroon are putting this Penguins right back into the game. We saw there, Emily doesn't miss that shot very often, but this time it was just wide left, and then the defense has allowed a couple of open shots for the Walls, and some rare balls let in the net by Akata Wise.
And that's going to be out of bounds, but the Penguins can keep possession.
3 minutes now remaining, and that clock will run until it hits 2 minutes, and at that point the clock will be controlled by the officials for extra time.
And there's a substitute on the field. Number 2 for the Penguins will come out for number 5. And unfortunately, we do not have the names. It's number 23, Emily Gerard, sprinting down the field.
And what a touch from Emily Gerard, leaving Windboken with a wide open shot. And she hits it.
That is
and
the sealer right there.
Yeah.
It's a 2-point Episcopal lead, 8-6. It's incredible, Joe, that we have 14 total goals here scored. But that's a heck of an offensive game by both sides of the field.
And our Penguin fans who are real excited about the comeback have quieted down, because that was a pretty tough blow. And
lost
that was
a little bit of hope there.
Yep. Seemed like it was so close to happening. They were just on offense with a 1-goal deficit, but yeah. As Coach Mills has said, close but no cigar.
Absolutely, and this girls' team has definitely been doing that to us this season, but definitely scratching away at the win column more than the loss column, as they are 7-3, about to be 8-3 as the clock officially stops at 2 minutes for the extra time. Akata Wise with the save there, almost slipped out of her hands, but thankfully recovered. as Episcopal still has a 2-goal lead, 8-6. And that is a good punt right down the midfield line. Wynn Bogan going to take that one for herself all the way down the sideline of the field. Even though with a 2-goal lead, she's still battling for every loose ball. And you'd love to see that out of the senior captain today.
And the clock has stopped at 2 minutes. The officials will now keep time, and probably around 2 or 3 minutes left, depending on how much extra time we have. We didn't have too much stoppage today, so it shouldn't run too long.
But nevertheless, there's still plenty of time in this game for the School Without Walls to get another goal.
Clock is ticking, however.
But it is maintained by the Episcopal offense as of right now, so it does not seem to me that the Penguins can get 2 goals that quickly, but
they've done it before. They can do it now. You never know.
Absolutely. And it's going to be a slow inbound by Palmer Gray Sneed. They're going to take their time. And
the Maroon bench is now on their hands, on their feet.
On their hands. That'd be
well,
cool.
That would be exciting. Yeah.
Some handstands.
They're on their feet, standing up and watching very closely. This could be a tough loss for the Maroon if they don't play their cards right at the end of this game.
Here's Wynn Bogan. She's got the cross to 23, Emily Gerard, right there.
Ooh.
Unfortunately, couldn't get it to her. She's tripped up.
Just taken down just as she was about to shoot.
Hope Varson with the header.
And we are approaching that final whistle very closely here, and there it is.
And that's the final whistle, ladies and gentlemen, as Episcopal High School 8, School Without Wall Penguins 6, as the Episcopal Maroon take a 2-point win here, as it was a cold one, but thank you from the play-by-play Stephen Lilly and the fill-in analyst.
Your analyst, Joe Bell, and that's the Maroons' 8th win of the season. And thank you for stopping in at the stream today.
And thank you for joining us. And please join us on Thursday for boys varsity soccer against Georgetown Prep. And we are out of here. Thank you.
Thank you.